If you're in your 20s, 30s, maybe even your 40s, and you feel like buying a home today is borderline impossible, you're not crazy. Rent is high, insurance is high, groceries are high, and interest rates are still a bit elevated. And every time you open up Instagram, somebody your age is posting, "Just bought my dream home." Meanwhile, you're thinking, how? Because every paycheck feels like it disappears before it ever hits your account. And if you live here in South Florida, I bet that pressure feels even worse. So in this video, I want to break down why so many buyers feel stuck right now, and more importantly, what you can actually do if homeownership still matters to you. I recently came across a story about a 21-year-old guy working multiple jobs, no debt, hard worker, doing everything right, and he still feels like buying a home is impossible. And honestly, that story is becoming extremely common. According to Harvard's Joint Center for Housing Studies, 65% of working age renters can't cover their monthly expenses after paying for housing. Let that sink in real quick. And nearly half of renters are considered cost burdened, which means over 1/3 of their income goes toward housing and utilities. That's insane. And in South Florida, between rising rents, HOA fees, property insurance, taxes, it can feel like the goalpost just keeps on moving further and further away. And here's what I see happen all the time. People become so overwhelmed by the idea of buying that they completely avoid their finances. They don't check their credit score. They don't know how much debt they have. They don't know how much house they can realistically afford. They just assume, "I'll figure it out later." That, ladies and gentlemen, is a huge mistake, because clarity reduces anxiety. And if you're not ready to buy this year, you need to know a couple of things. What's your credit score? How much debt do you have? How much cash do you have saved? What's your monthly spending? Because once you know your actual numbers, you can build a real plan. And a real plan feels way better than doom scrolling Zillow while assuming that you're priced out forever. This next one is huge. I meet buyers all the time who fall into one of two extremes. Extreme number one, they rack up credit card debt trying to maintain a lifestyle. That obviously hurts their buying power, but extreme number two is more common than people realize. They avoid credit completely. No credit cards, no financing history, nothing. And then they're shocked when they try to buy a house and lenders say, "Hey, we need to see credit history." You need responsible credit usage. Here's what that means. Use a credit card, pay it off, don't carry unnecessary balances, and don't finance things you can't afford. It's that simple. So this one hits hard. I hear this all the time. My parents bought a home when they were 25. My grandparents own multiple properties. My friend just bought a house. Listen carefully to me. Your parents bought homes in a completely different economy. Different home prices, different wages, different interest rates, different insurance costs, and your friend on Instagram, you have no idea what their actual financial situation looks like. Stop comparing your chapter 2 to someone else's chapter 20. Focus on your own plan. Now let me give you some real estate perspectives as someone who sells homes here in South Florida. Yes, this market has challenges, but there's still opportunities. I'm seeing sellers reducing prices, homes sitting on the market a lot longer, more negotiation opportunities, buyer credits becoming more common. This is not 2021 anymore, where buyers had pretty much zero leverage. If you prepare properly, you may be in a better position than you think. So if buying feels impossible right now, don't quit on the goal. Get your finances organized, build your credit responsibly, and ignore social media pressure. Create a real strategy, because the buyers who win are usually not the ones making emotional decisions. They're the ones preparing before everyone else. And of course, if you're thinking about buying, selling, renting residential, commercial real estate in South Florida and want help creating a plan, reach out to me direct. I'll tell you honestly whether or not it's the right time or if waiting perhaps makes more sense. And if this video has helped you in any way, please subscribe. I post real South Florida real estate advice without all the fluff. And I'll see you in the next one.